What is up, my fellow rifters in the house? So, I bet everybody knows what this crap is, except if you're a brand new player. This is the player selection screen. Let's select Korthluger. Here he is. One thing about this screen is it's the best way to see like what something's gonna look like. These are like, you know, really cool high-res graphics for this little part. You can actually see Korthluger's eyes for once. They're always hidden. I don't know why I'm on here. Just wanted to show you. I got a couple characters. I don't know, just because. Korthluger. I am all about Mr. Korthluger, as if you know any of my guildies, they would say, yeah, he never plays his alts. I do have alts, or, you know, alternate characters, or tunes. So, my other characters, or tunes, are right here. I ignore them a lot, but they do help with, you know, bag space and that kind of thing. I have a 41 elf warrior with he's just got some basic all armor on right now. Kind of sad. Regalthrock is actually Korthluger spelled backwards. So I try to go exact opposite of Korthluger. So since Korthluger's a dwarf, I made this girl really tall, and I made her a girl instead of a guy. Made her really tall, made her a defiant, made her a bomby even. I made her a mage. So I don't know if mage is the opposite of rogue, but there's that. I just made this one. I like her look a lot. But I've never really used her. And actually, this is Scarage, is how you say this, and Egarax is Scarage backwards. Real creative, I know. So, oh god, this gear, it was the Rogue Leathers. Oh god, it was a set. I'm trying to remember if it was 65, level 65 level. Anyways, imagine all this yellow. It was all white, and I just dyed it all a goldish yellow. I think it looks pretty cool. So she's a healer. I just made her to have a healer, or a cleric, I should say. Most clerics are healers, but you know, just shows you what you can do with some of these character designs. She's a Kalari. So, there's that. Oh, yeah, so, see down here? Shard means server. So, my server is Greybriar. But, it's kind of a good idea to have, you know, players or characters on other shards, other servers. So, you just hit this button. And I actually moved one of my characters to Fablight a while back. So let's check him out. This is Arakpo. He's another warrior, but only level 25, you know. So once again, another alt I ignore a lot. Go back to Greybriar. And we all know I'm just going to play Korthluger anyway. So let's go with that one. Good old Korthy Korth. In the Tempest Bay area again. I've been noticing I clear my throat a lot on these videos. Just apologies for every single one of them on all the videos. It comes across, I'm still working with the sound, so it comes across really loud when I clear my throat. So, sorry about that. It's just, I don't even notice I'm doing it, really. Allergies, I guess, you know. Not really, not enough to get sick, but just enough to make me clear my throat, you know. So once again, here's that daily rewards calendar. Here's the icon for it right here. You get it 21 days out of the month. Boom. Bundle of upgrade components. Let's check some minions. Oh wait, first we gotta get my daily reward down here. This is my daily reward. Claim it. If you don't claim it, you don't get it. Because you'll get a different one the next day. Okay, so I got my overnight minion quests here. Whenever I do my overnight minion quests, you'll see they'll be 8 hours or 4 hours. So, that was a reputation minion quest, which I think is kind of funny that they didn't want to give out that much rep, so they just started giving gold and plat, you know. I thought that was kind of funny when they started doing that. So I only got 64 gold for that, but whatever. So I got some mats, got some more mats, some artifacts that I have already. Okay. So just because we're gonna be doing some stuff on the video here, I don't want to be messing with the minions as much. I'm gonna do a couple longer quests. I'm just gonna pick whatever. You can take all the time you want to pair up all the correct attributes and whatnot. As long as I got one going, one attribute, you know, I'm cool with it for these smaller quests. There goes the throat thing. Sorry. Okay, I'll have to check how that sounds again after this. Let's put away some mats. Okay. I'll just hold the rest of them in there for the sake of time. Say hello to everybody in Tempest Bay today. What's today? February 16th? 17th. Okay, today's February 17th, so I'll probably be putting this up February 18th. So, I don't really have to... I didn't check my mail or my craft dailies today, but that's okay. So, what I want to look at today is where is it? Right here. Dimensions. Okay. So, basically the idea of dimensions in other games, a lot of times it's called housing. But basically dimensions is a whole other thing for itself. It's kind of, it's your creative side that comes out. It's basically you building your own little private area. And there's all kinds of items you could buy or win that are dimension items. Houses, trees, rocks, weapons, all kinds of cool stuff. So, it's a whole thing in itself, and it does take a lot of time, so that's why a lot of people don't like to do it. I remember for a long time I didn't pay any attention to dimensions, and then I finally decided I was gonna try to make at least one, and I really got into dimensions back then. Let me go ahead and click on it. So I'll show you. This is the board for it. There's all kinds of ways you could do it. Guilds, alts, you know, here is, like, if this is the one you want to go to, you click on this key to go to it. These are my dimensions. It says 1 out of 7. That means I have 7 dimension slots purchased / active. So, most of these are just kind of there, and I'm kind of experimenting with them. The only real one that's a full dimension that people really like is this one. I call it High and Wacky Trails to Village. And this is my name for it, but this is the name of the actual dimension that everybody knows it by. So Fane's Retreat is an area in, I guess it would be Shimmer Sand? So everybody knows, okay, this is a Fane's Retreat dimension, but they call it this, you know. This is my score, you could call it, for dimensions. This is a unique, you can only do it one time for somebody. You could give somebody a +1, and I'll show you that inside. But so basically 42 different people have given me a +1 for this dimension. That means they like it. So I just scrolled through all my other ones that, you know, a lot of them aren't anywhere near complete, or they're just, a lot of people have a dimension simply to store dimension items, and so it won't look like anything cool. It'll just be like, here's 20 doors stacked together, here's 25 walls stacked together, you know, and people have a lot of those kind of dimensions, and I do too. So really I'm only going to be showing you this first one. But you do collect the dimension keys. So all these down here are the inactive ones, the ones that aren't part of my 7. So as you see, there's just tons. And you collect those, even though they're not active, you could, you know, collect them. And let's go ahead and click on this. And here we go. Into my dimension. High and wacky trails! Okay, so, as you see, I start out, what's on me? There's a bunch of, I'm stuck! There's something, there's bones holding me, what's going on? I just put that right on the start area. So it would look trippy, but you could walk out this way. Oh, and there's a flaming snowman blocking my path that way. Whoa! So it's kind of a trip when you first start, until you figure it out, you can just walk out. Okay, so the dimensions when you first start, they'll all have like a couple of the same attributes. This building, I'll back up in a minute, but this building right here is the one thing that's in everybody's Fane's Retreat dimension. You cannot move or remove these basic things. You know, like there's mountains all around us, and there's some water to the side. I'm just going to show you some basic stuff. Try to pull out. On a previous video, I said I had Dead Simon. I had bought him. Here he is. So Dead Simon, he is a dev for the Tryon Rift team, but he always goes by this, you know, skeleton-looking guy. So I have him in my dimension. You could fight him, you know, and he's kind of like a dummy, like a practice dummy, you know. I'll back off from that. So these are the bones that you were just in, that I was just in to start with. If you notice, this looks like an arrow. So we'll look at that in a minute. I put this purple ring around us too, just because. Over here, here's Orfriel, one of the more famous Defiants. He just does random stuff. I still actually have to see most of what he does, but every once in a while he'll just be gone. Like, I won't even let me talk to him right now. But he'll like jump into a portal and he'll be gone, you know, all this crazy stuff. There's a I think there's a, oh man, I think I'm forgetting this, how this works, but he'll leave. I think he'll leave a portal for you, and if you go in the portal, you go to a special area, and it's like a dimension kind of, but they might have taken it out of the game by now, because it was based on the old PvP Warfront that is no longer around. Now I can't remember the name of it. Oh, Port Scion? Anyway, it was just basically Port Scion with a bunch of baddies in there, and you got special artifacts that were in that little area. So anyways, he was the gatekeeper to let you go to that special area, but whatever. He's not doing it now. So you could get these crafting areas, so I could literally come to my own dimension and craft. People get a whole bunch of them. I only have 3. A loom, a workbench, laboratory. Oh no, 4. And a forge. So, and they come in the, you know, the color based on different planes. Death, fire, water, all that stuff. What else can I show you? Yeah. Let's show you. Let's go inside first. As you see, I got a bunch of cool statues over here. A tip for dimensions, you could, they make opening doors now, but for years and years, they didn't have opening doors at all. So I would use these rugs. Most rugs, you can walk through. So like it wouldn't like trip you if you were walking across the ground onto a rug. Well, that also means you can walk right through it if it's vertical, so it could be a good door. So as long as it's one of the ones that you can pass through, you could use it as a door. Okay. So I'm inside. Fireplace. I just, you know, kind of mad scientist stuff in here. It's kind of cool when you put something, a certain weird things inside here. It looks like something's growing. Those are all different dimension items I put inside. You got this. I got a boat right up to the edge here. So I just got a super huge deck, but it's really a boat. I really like these boats. I use them a lot, just because they're so big and it's a big surface area. Over here, I got stairs. So I made this building multiple stories. Oop. Don't fall. Okay. So we got this as kind of like a second story. I don't think I got anything inside here right now. Only a little bit. So dimensions, you could go on and on and on and on. Okay. More stairs. More stairs. It has been a while since I've been in this dimension too, so I'm probably going to forget some stuff. So here's a third level. I put this thing inside the middle. I don't know. It looks kind of cool, whatever. There's down to that boat. So never mind the stuff up here that comes later, but basically this is like the third level of this building. So we'll just jump down instead of going back down the steps. Here's back to the boat. Here's back to the entryway to the house here. So what else do we got down here? We got some cannons. There's 2 different cannons. They're shooting with something up there. If you could see this red dot, that's a red dot being shot from a cannon. You see there's a lot going on. We're going to get to all that. So it's basically just a couple of cannons shooting at each other. There's a couple up here. So, oh my gosh, is the portal open? Did Orpheal open the portal just now? Should we try it? We got to, right? It's so rare. Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Do I have to buff up? But the portal's there. I gotta take it, right? I did not plan this. Oh man, here we go. Yeah! Here's the old Port Scion! You can't even use Port Scion anymore. This is great for you old PvPers that really miss Port Scion. I totally miss Port Scion. So imagine this was a war front, and now it's like a darkened version of it. and there's just all these zombies, and I remember it being really, really, really hard. But hopefully I'm a higher level and a bit more OP. Oh, these explosive kegs. You could kill a bunch of zombies at once. What sucks is I don't have an artifact tracker right now. So you kind of need to come in here and get an artifact tracker. So you just don't, you know, waste your time and just get mocked by these guys. But yeah, this is really cool. This whole thing is here just for that port that Orpheal gives you. So I guess this is the back the way out. Or maybe that's something else. I can't even remember. Oh my gosh, it's been like well over a year since I've been in here. I'm trying to find any. I remember I had the artifacts mapped out in here, and I remembered all the spots, but that was so long ago I can't remember any of them now. Grabber. I can't remember if this guy's really hard or not, but they are level 65. You see, I'm like kind of intimidated because last time I was here was a long time ago, and I was just getting mocked by some of these. And I just remembered thinking I'm never going to get all the artifacts from there because it was way too hard. But let's see what we see. Oh, did I get him? Yeah. All right. Whoa, whoa. See, this is what happens. Okay, I'm a lot more OP now, I guess. So these are all level 65s, which is awesome for me because I never got all the artifacts here. So, if it's during this video or if it's the next time, I'll be able to get more artifacts. Great, this is awesome. But some of these, there's different kinds of baddies in here, and they do different stuff. God, I am not finding any artifacts. And I love my artifacts. So you'll see, oh, there's a different kind of guy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's got a stun. Oh, yeah, this guy's harder. He's more like an elite. But he's not hurting me too bad yet. Let's see if I could get him one-on-one or not. Like, literally, as soon as this guy put his eyes on you before you were level 65, you basically were running around the whole Port Scion trying to get a shot or two off on him, and that's it until you could run some more, and you know, ridiculous, you know, spending 20 minutes just dealing with one of these dudes. But now it's a lot better. Okay, yeah, you don't get loot or anything. And, yeah, the fact that he's got that stun, he would just mop me, dude. He would just take me out with no problem. Let's show you what these little bombs are about. Let's get these guys all wrangled up. Let's see if we can do this bomb. Oh. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it didn't even hurt him all the way. Oh well, you saw that it took about 75% of their health. So that makes it faster, at least, you know. God, where are all these artifacts? Dude, I'm so stoked this randomly popped up. I mean, maybe people know that Orpheal opens that port more often, but I personally did not know that. Maybe this is like my 4th or 5th time in here total, and all the other ones were from well over a year ago, so it's just really cool. And I miss Port Scion as a warfront, so I know it just looks like a complicated maze right now, but we all had it mapped out. Like, you know, there wasn't this many baddies around. But, you know, I really liked Port Scion. It's just, basically, if you were new to PvP, you cried and complained about Port Scion. It's too hard, I don't know where to go. It's not balanced. Ugh. And I guess Tryon finally listened to those people. But to me, it was one of the better, funner Warfronts. The thing was is that, you know, people weren't queuing for it. So people weren't queuing for it, and you'd hardly ever get to play it. But the old school PvPers, aha! There's an artifact. The old school PvPers, you had some good battles in, oh, I already have that one. You had some good battles in here, and, you know, when a lot of people were playing it more, I don't know if there's any artifacts back here. Well, I guess now we gotta fight these dudes. But it's not as much of a pain anymore, so it's cool. Make sure you got some AoE if you're gonna come in here. Area of Effect Attacks. That's what that stands for. I just remember when I was brand new to MMOs in general, it was like, everyone speaks in these abbreviations, and I have no idea what they are. So I try to explain. So yeah, those of you that remember the good old Port Scion Warfront, my favorite thing would be to, you know, if you're a Guardian or a Defiant, you'd go one way or the other way and go, you know, like, basically all the way around the outside of the zone of the Warfront. And then this was a mounted Warfront, so you'd be riding your mount, you'd come up here, and once you jump off, you can't come back, but you're kind of towards the back here. And coming up here on the left is the entrance to the church. And the church was where all the stones were. And there's 3 stones against the back wall of the church. Oh, another artifact. Let's get that first before I show you the church. God, I'm so stoked I can come in here now. Easily. Without worrying about all these people. Ah, one I did not have. Let's collect that. Boom. Okay, the places you'll go. I guess that's the... Well, it could be multiple areas, I'm not sure. So, here's the church. There's the church and the bridge. There's the bridge over there. We were there earlier, and we went that way and around, all the way this way. So if we would have went the opposite way, we would have came right up to the church. Oh, and this whole church is a dimension item, by the way. You could get it somehow, I forget. So you'd come in here, and there'd be, like, epic battles with, you know, PvP-wise, Guardian and Defiant in here, and so many people blasting AoE in here. I'm having flashbacks. Just thinking about it. So it looks slightly different, like, it wasn't, you know, quite as dark. They added some stuff in this zone. Oh, there's one of those elite guys. So basically, imagine right here at these church windows, there was a stone here, and then in this corner, there was a stone there, and in this corner, there was a stone there. And they would regenerate after someone used them or after someone died. So the objective of those stones in the old Warfront was to grab one without, you know, getting shot while you're trying to grab it, and then run out and try to return it to your, not base, but your captain, or what, I forget what it was called, but there was a big ol' Guardian dude and a big ol' Defiant dude, and you were bringing those stones back to them, and you would get points for returning those stones. You'd get points for that, and you'd also get points. There was like a capture point, a flag capture point in the middle of the bridge out here, and you would get points for holding that capture point as well. So, anyways, so that's what that is, and I guess there's not too many baddies in here, but so you can go up the stairs and stuff on the second floor, but there's not really much up there. But hey, why not? We're here, right? Let's see if it'll even let me go up here. Yeah, a lot of people didn't really go up here. I mean, you can look down, and hey, I got an artifact out of it. I'll take that. Oh, another one I needed. Awesome. Yeah, see, I told you I didn't have all the artifacts from here. Okay, so, you know, there wasn't a lot of action on the second floor, but it's cool, and it's, you know, it is part of the original building. So, I don't think I have this church as a dimension item yet. If I do, I'm hiding it. So you could come out here and just jump out in the front of the church. So we might as well. So we basically saw like this whole side. If the bridge is the center, we went back all the way around the outside of these buildings. We jumped out over here. We kind of saw one half of this zone. I don't see any artifacts over here. Let's see. I don't think there's any on the bridge. Yeah, if I had an artifact tracker, it'd be a heck of a lot easier, and that's what I used to have all the time as a patron. I just don't have patron right now. Gotta get that back. Do I see artifacts with the naked eye? Oh, and this Omen site, that was one of the original artifact, like, helper finder things. You couldn't even see certain artifacts without it before, so I might as well pop that and see if it helps me in here. I don't know if it does or not. It's mostly for lower level artifacts and lower level zones. But yeah, this is awesome. They gotta bring Port Scion back. I'm sorry. Maybe, I don't know what they're gonna do to make the newer people queue for it, but this is just really cool, just being back in this zone, because it's, you know, structurally, as far as where all the water is, where all the bridges are, and where all the roads and steps are, it's exactly the same as the warfront was. So this video is going in a different direction than I planned. That's awesome. I love that. Ah, artifact time. So yeah, this water's not deep. You could just walk anywhere down here. You know, I'm pretty sure most of the stuff you don't have to swim. Let's see if I get another one. Nope, got that one. Okay. So yeah, most of the time when I was playing in the actual warfront, you wouldn't want to be in the water. Like, if you were in the water, you were kind of... Ooh, there's another artifact. You were kind of out of the action. Let's go back in this little corner here and get this artifact. Oh, got a stun. Oh no, big baddie. Yeah, literally, I would have already been dead. Like, if I just stood with this fool before, you see he stuns you, I would have been so dead, like, almost instantly with this guy before, when I was a level 65, etc. Because, man, it's just like, I just remember, oh, he stunned me right out of that attack. Thanks a lot, buddy. But now, not even at 99% health. It's pretty interesting. It just shows how much how much more power you get from 65 to 70. No loot. Okay. Oh yeah, I already checked. No, I didn't. Oh, I needed that one. All right. Boom. We're getting closer. Now I'm half on this set. Halfway there. Okay, I'm glad I checked that out. See, you can kind of get lost in here. That's why people were like, I don't like it. It's too hard. I'm a little kid that just goes by GPS. I can't, I get lost in the warfront. Where's my GPS? But that's the thing. You needed to put work in. You know, you needed to put work in because if you're just walking around getting lost, you're going to obviously be blasted by the other team all the time. And that's what we all had to do back then. We all just got blasted until we knew the map, you know? And that was it. There was no, you know, there was no whining about it. So, this was the old way to get to, I think it was the Defiant side base or captain, whatever he was called before, I forget. Let me walk down here real quick. Artifacts, artifacts, no artifacts. So, up this ramp, like if you had a stone from the church and you were running it back, this is the way you'd be running. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm almost dead. There's like 5 dudes from the other team trying to kill me, but I'm almost back to the base. I need to get this. As long as I step on the little base where the boss thing is, I'll get the points for the stone. So see this little mound that it's right here? Imagine this is like a... Well, this is a Guardian side. I'm sorry. This is the Guardian side. You see the Guardian stuff right here. Imagine a big Guardian boss slash captain, whatever you want to call him. And as soon as you touched in around the circle with the stone, it automatically went in and you got the points for it. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any artifacts in here. So I don't know. Some of you guys probably think this is boring, but, you know, this is a very niche little thing. Like, a lot of Rift players don't even know what this is. They've never heard of it. So, I'm glad I get to bring this to you. I don't even know what to call this place. Port Scion in a different dimension? Not dimension, but a different, I don't know, different lifetime? Whatever you want to call it. Because it's definitely a little darker than the original one. Let's drop down here. I'm going to end up walking this whole area. It's cool with me. Okay, let's go back up. Alright, I mean, I've got a couple of artifacts I needed out of this, so I'm stoked. Oh yeah, wasn't there... Yeah. Yeah, see, there was the port. Yeah, this... Okay. This little breakout in the wall, that was a starting point for one of the teams. I guess Guardians, maybe? And we'd always start right here. And you'd jump off this wall. And even though the boss guy was over this side, you could either go this way or go around this way to go all the way around to the church. There was some kind... There was like a secondary type boss thing here. I don't know. Some of you guys might remember what it was called. But if you wanted to go to the bridge, you could either go around that way or go this way. And you would cut right by this port. Oh, some people are trapping me. Oh, there was an artifact right there. Anyways, here's the bridge. So if you wanted to fight for that control point on the bridge, you could do it that way. I am so going to come back in here again after this video and try to find more artifacts. Because, yeah, these artifacts, most of them, I want to say, you're not going to find anywhere else. I don't know that for sure. Aha, see? Another one I need. You know, once you hit 1,000 completed artifact sets, how hard it is to find artifacts you actually need. So the fact that I've found, what, 3 or 4 in this short amount of time is a huge deal for somebody that has that many collected already. I have over 1,000, whatever it is, 1,040 or something like that. So, I am more than happy, more than stoked to get 3 or 4 artifacts out of here. I'm going to take that port just to see what it does. I don't even remember if it does anything. And what's funny is there is a way to get out. I just forget what it is. Because you kind of almost didn't need a way out because you knew you were going to die. Eventually, there was no way, you know, you might get one artifact or something, but there's no way you weren't going to die in here. So when you died, you left the area. So, yeah, so this is the way we came before, wasn't it? Yeah, so this is all, like, Defiant side stuff. I think we came over there before. Anyway, pretty cool little niche thing there, huh? You see when we ported in here, and it had the little percentage, 95%, whatever, the little green circle right here. It didn't have a name. Like, didn't say Port Scion, or it didn't have a name at all for this place. So, it is a little bit of a secret there, you know. Just blast on these guys just because. So, I don't think the port actually does anything. Yeah, the port doesn't actually do anything, at least in this state. So this could be the exit. Wreck of the Endeavor. I don't even know what that means. What? Where's it sending me? Oh, it's a Wreck of the... yeah, okay. Wreck of the Endeavor is this kind of medium area between the starting Guardian Zone and the starting Defiant Zone, between Sanctum and Meridian. I don't know why it ports you there. That's kind of interesting. So as you see, this is, you know, Vanilla Rift, like the original battle with Guardians and Defiance and the broken bridge here and all that. So these are some Nightmare vendors, which we'll get into Nightmare stuff later. Let's see about getting in a amphibious mount so I could actually swim. So that was cool little. That was a cool little area, huh? So yeah, there's the Wreck of the Endeavor. So let's see. I'll show you on the map where we are. See, this is the Wreck of the Endeavor. It's right here, right on the border of the zone. So, you know, you go down here, and this is, you know, Free March and Meridian. You go up here, it's Silverwood and Sanctum. I don't think, yeah, there is no port on here, but if you swim a little bit, there's a first port for the Guardian's Silverwood side. First port for the Defiance Free March side. So, let's see. Let's go, and you see that breath thing? That's the old school way of like, whoa, fatigue is bad. See that yellow bar? That means I went the wrong way. Fatigue means, it's different than breath. Fatigue means you're going out of all of the zones in the game, and they don't want you to do that. So that'll, like, kill you pretty quick if that fatigue goes all the way down. So, I guess I was swimming towards this way. It was bad for fatigue. Anyways, so I should just go immediately to my left. By the way, Tryon, what's up with this? I see it. It's gray. I don't really know that we ever had plans for it, or we didn't use it for anything. It's in between Meridian, Scarlet Gorge, Gloamwood, and Silverwood. Let's use it. Let's use it. Let's use it. Okay. So let's just go back to the left. So we won't get fatigue. And we'll go, fatigue again? Come on, man. Okay. So it was a short little zone. And then once it realized I was in the Silverwood area, it was okay again. Swim, swim, swim. Sharky swim. So yeah, so I have an underwater breathing thing, so I shouldn't even have that breath meter. But it's just old school, so that's how it used to be. I am a looter. I mean, I could be in Silverwood or Free March, and I will still take the time to loot. I know that sounds... Most people would be like, why? Why? That's all crap you don't need. But hey, you know what? I like money. So, you know, turn it all in for money, you know, at some point. Even though it's lower amounts of money. Hey, and here's a plant right here. So as a forager, there's a achievement for foraging certain high amounts. So any forage counts, even if it's low level. Now you see all the guardian soldiers defending this point here from these baddies. I kind of miss that. You know, it's the original zones. They just have a special place for me. You know, especially Silverwood. Silverwood was my first zone in Rift, and you know, Silverwood, and then even Gloamwood after that. I really like Gloamwood. But I spent a lot of time in Silverwood way back when I had no idea what I was doing with Rift. Way back in 2011. So anyways, you could mess around with these dudes. Here's a port up here. Trainers, healer, etc., etc. So I'm in the south part of Silverwood. This is Sanctum. I showed you before, the base for the Guardians. This is the starting zone. You see that, level 6 to 20. So I took a long time when I first started playing Rift, getting to level 20. Also, I was in a PvP shard, so I just got mopped everywhere I went. It was just like, you're dead. A Defiant came in here and you're dead. Defiant came there, you're dead again. So anyways, I'll go ahead and wrap this video up for now because we didn't actually get to go. Well, we did go to my dimension, but we spent so much time in the secret area there that I will save the rest of my dimension for the next video. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu, and we will see you next time. Laters, Gators!